So the first thing that I want to ask you, write down in the chat all of your answers in the chat, not in the Q&A section. In the Q&A section, just the answers. How many of you feel like this at least one time in your life when Amazon made problems to your dropshipping business, when Amazon closed your dropshipping accounts, your buying accounts, or another situation when you had very low profits for your other dropshipping suppliers and you could not actually make huge profits per sale with your other suppliers. And the last thing, write down in the chat if you're still not dropshipping so I can know our audience today. Write down in the chat how many of you was like this, like the guy in the picture, when Amazon made problems for your dropshipping business. I see here people write 2 to 5 times. Yes, yes, for all of us, a lot. This is my feeling right now. Okay, so this is why we are here today. I felt the same actually 3 months ago. I created 35 eBay stores to research and check some dropshipping techniques and actually to make profits from dropshipping as we have AutoDS, and I wanted also to teach you all of the strategies which I search and I find. The thing of it is that part of my dropshipping stores was Amazon, and I keep some of the stores just to research for other suppliers. I saw a huge difference between the stores that I ran with Amazon and the stores that was processed with Home Depot. The main thing was that, stop so we can concentrate on my screen. The main thing was, one, Amazon made many problems to us and to the dropshippers, and it made a lot of head cash to us. So I understood that there should be another better way where I can actually do dropshipping, me and our clients in AutoDS, without all of this head cash of Amazon. So I started to think, what can we do? What can be the solution for all of this situation? And I was thinking, continue to think, and thinking, maybe something should be easier. And then I thought, maybe I shouldn't break my head. Maybe I should just start with another American supplier that can replace Amazon. And maybe something can be even better than Amazon dropshipping. Because everyone goes for Amazon. I actually didn't start with Amazon, but I made dropshipping from Amazon for a lot of time, and I'm still doing dropshipping for Amazon, but there are some better ways that I'm doing in parallel. So I started to check which suppliers we can work with, and then I found one amazing supplier. 3 months passed after the store's running, and this is the results of one of the stores. I remind you, I have 35 stores. This is an average one. I didn't want to put here the craziest one or the slowest one, because I really want to show you some statistics of something which is really practical and that you can actually reach. Before we get started, if you stick until the end with us today, I want to tell you what will happen. You will know why Home Depot is one of the most dropshipping suppliers out there. You will learn how to find profitable products to dropship from Home Depot. You will know how to upload the products correctly from Home Depot. You will learn 2 special methods that will increase your profits by over 27%. You will learn how to work with Home Depot for non-US sellers, because there is a huge problem. Non-US sellers cannot actually purchase from Home Depot, and part of them, people from, for example, Asia, cannot even go to Home Depot. You cannot surf, you cannot go in your website, in your Chrome, for example, to homedepot.com. You will learn how to avoid problems with Home Depot dropshipping and how to stay on the safe side. After that, we will have something really amazing, really amazing. This is something which we are doing the first time with this amazing guy. Paul Lipsky will join us for a Q&A session, a special Q&A session, where we will answer all of your questions. I will show you in 1 second who is Paul Lipsky, for those of you who still don't know. And the most important thing, in the end of the webinar, I will show you how I can take you hand by hand toward your success with dropshipping from Home Depot. Actually, in the end of the webinar, you will know everything that you need to know to start working with Home Depot right now. For those who ask me if I'm answering questions during the webinar, yes, I will answer all of your questions with Paul Lipsky in the end of the webinar, but it will be in the end. because I don't want to interrupt and I want to make it really interesting and really useful for you, this webinar, so you can watch it even later. So this is our special guest, Paul Lipsky. Paul Lipsky teaches over 2,000 happy Home Depot professional students. He has over 37,000 YouTube subscribers. He sold for over $1 million sales on eBay, and he's owner of dropshippingtitans.com, which is one of the best dropshipping courses, I think even actually the best dropshipping course which out there for the international people. Before we get started, I want you to promise me one thing. Actually, this is really the last slide of our introduction, and I want to tell you one thing. I want you to promise me that after this webinar, you will take an action and you will actually really implement the things that you will learn today. Because if not, please, this room is actually almost full. Please just go out of this room and give your place to other people, because this is really important for me. I'm not wasting my time for nothing, for something that you will not do. So please write down in the chat right now, all of you, that you promise me that after the webinar, you will take an action and you will actually list at least one product from Home Depot. Write down in the chat. I'm all in. I promise I will do. Amazing, amazing. Okay. Okay, guys, you can stop because the chat is flooded, overloaded. Thank you very much. So, who am I and why we are here today? I will not keep this slide for a long time because this webinar is about you and not about me. I am a dropshipper for 10 years. I'm a developer for 11 years. I'm the owner and CEO of AutoDS, which is the leading dropshipping platform for eBay right now in these days. I taught over 200 successful eBay sellers of the Mastermind program, which was one of the, actually was the biggest and the most profitable dropshipping course in Israel. And I'm managing right now over 35 dropshipping stores with some partnerships and some people who help me to research the things. What is AutoDS? For those of you who still don't know, AutoDS is a dropshipping platform, all-in-one dropshipping platform, which started 3 years ago as a tool for my own stores. This is why everything that I do, firstly, I'm checking on my own stores until today. AutoDS's main goal is to automate your success and help as many dropshipping sellers as possible to save time and spend more time on the things that they really want to do. It can be to grow their business more and not spend time on the things that are actually can be automated, or it can be just to focus on things like their family, traveling, and everything that you actually really want to do. We have 24/7 customer support, and we focus on our members. For example, we have free mentorship program, free YouTube videos, which I release a lot, and free webinars like this one, which their main goal is actually really to make our dropshippers successful, because if they will succeed, AutoDS will succeed. In the end of the webinar, I will show you everything, how we will help you with it. So, why Home Depot and what is Home Depot? Home Depot is actually home improvement supplier, one of the biggest in the United States, if not the biggest. Why I went to Home Depot, as I said, because of the hard times for people who dropship from Amazon. This is the main reason. Great results for people according to the AutoDS Finder statistics. So we have our tool which finds the products and search, actually scans all of eBay sellers. And we saw that Home Depot actually is the most profitable supplier. I will show you soon why. Home Depot has amazing customer support, live chat. They have products with high prices, 2 days delivery, long returns window, which is super important for eBay. Actually, eBay in the last year told that returns is one of the most important things for them, and they really recommend to put 60 days returns. And I will show you how you can do it with Home Depot. This is my personal account manager on eBay told me. And low competition for now, maybe not after this webinar. I'm just kidding. Amazon is running for many time, for a lot of time. And this is why there is a lot of competition with Amazon. With Home Depot, it's still not like this. How to work with Home Depot for non-US residents. So you need to work with proxy. In the end of the webinar, I'll show you how we will help you with it, but actually you need a proxy with United States IP or VPN or VPS, something which will not show to Home Depot that your address is not from the United States. And you need to pay with other payment methods. We will have a slide about this, and I will talk about this very soon. So let's go. The first thing is the shipping policy of Home Depot. Let's drill down into the shipping policy. I recommend you, when you upload products from Home Depot, to put between 3 to 4 handling time. It depends on you. It depends on your availability. And between 1 to 5 shipping days policy. This is how the policy looks. I will show you later how I upload even products in AutoDS, so you can actually just copy and do the same as I do. They have different shipping prices. For example, let me show you some examples. So Home Depot has some products with free delivery, cheap products. They has some products with delivery. Usually it's cheap products which are less than $45, where the delivery is only over, it's free only if the order is over $45. And for products which are over $45, the delivery is always free. If you use AutoDS, I'll show you how actually you can calculate it, how it will be automatic for you, and will not actually care about the delivery and configuration of this. The next thing is the zip codes. If you work with Home Depot, the most important thing is that you need to be synced with what AutoDS is using for monitoring. So Home Depot has different prices according to the location that you put here. This is something that's really important for you to understand when you work, because sometimes it doesn't matter which monitor you're using, but you will see different prices between Home Depot and your monitoring tool. And this is why I recommend you to ask your tool which zip code you should put here. For example, for places like AutoDS, this is the zip code that we use. About the recommended shipping time, I already showed you what it's the best. Returns policy. As I said before, the most important thing right now for eBay, actually not the most, but this is one of the most important things, one second, is the returns on eBay. So Home Depot's returns policy is 90 days. This is why I really recommend you to put on eBay the maximum shipping time that you can, which is actually 60 days. So if you put on eBay 60 days, you will be promoted on eBay Cassini much more than any other Amazon seller, because Amazon's returns policy is much less than this. The next thing here is how actually you will get money from returns. So when you work with Home Depot, you can pay with some payment methods, which I will show you really soon. And the money will always back from the returns to the payment that you use to pay for your products. If you paid with PayPal, it will back to PayPal. If you paid with credit card, it will back to the credit card. And if you paid using gift cards, you will get another gift card from Home Depot. Okay, so who of you saw my video about a method to increase your profits by over 25% using Home Depot? Okay, so I see that a lot of people still didn't see, so I will spend a bit time about this. So the thing is that Home Depot's, actually this is the main benefit of this site, is that their return policy, their price match policy allows you to get your money back if the product's price went down. For example, if the product cost was $100 when I purchased the product, and then the price went to $80, I will get from Home Depot $20 back. How I do this, I will show you in 1 second. but I will get it as a gift card directly to my email, and this thing will improve your profits by a lot. This is something which is really critical for any dropshipper who work with Home Depot, because this is their main advantage. So the thing is that this is how it looks. You just need to open a chat with Home Depot and write them, listen, the price of my product was changed. I bought it from $100, now it went to $80, and then they will just let you know that within 3 to 5 business days, you will get your money back. This is how it looks after you get your money back. We just get an email, and they will write you, we sent you X dollars back, and then you can just use this credit card for your next orders. Now, I want to show you how you can find all of these products where the prices went down. So if I go to AutoDS, if you work with another tool, just you can do it manually, but I'll go to AutoDS, go to orders page, and then here, after I got an order, I can just click export. It will download me a file. When I open this file, let's open it. This is just testing account, so it's irrelevant, all of these orders. Don't know why it doesn't open for me. Not clear, 1 second. Let me open it on another way. One moment, because this is something which is really important for you to see, because it will give you really a lot of profit. Okay, so okay. So as you can see here, if you download this file from AutoDS, you will have here 2 things. The first one is what was the price when you sold the product. You can see it here, the buy price. Here you will see the second column of current buy price. Now, all what you need to do, you need to find products where the current buy price is cheaper than the price which was when you bought the product. For example, we have here buy price of $8.91, and now the price is $8.37. This is really a small change, but here we can see another $1. Here we can see another $2. And as you can see, we really can make here a lot of profits. And this is just one of the things, one of the backend profits that you can actually earn only from this, that the price was dropped. So this is something that really critical for you always to use. Yes, I will upload all of the slides later. So after we know how we can actually make backend profits just from the price drop, I want to show you another strategy and another thing that I actually tested on our stores, and I saw that the differences between the stores that made the thing that I will just show you and the stores that didn't do this was actually between 5 to 7%. So actually I talked about this thing on where did you download the Excel spreadsheet. Let me show you again. If I go to AutoDS, here on the export, I can just click the export button and it will export all of the orders that you got from Home Depot. So the next thing here is the branding. All of you, everybody who joined this webinar, and I will send you this also again later, got a template from us for Home Depot. This template is something which is really important for you to integrate to AutoDS, and use only this template when you work with Home Depot, except one case, and this is if you work with holidays products, and I will show you this later, and also in the end of the webinar, I will show you another, how I will teach you more strategies about this. Store's name is also something which is important. If you go for a store, which is a Home Depot store, what you need to do, you need to put a name of the store that actually represents something of home improvement, something which represents home products, because this is something that people actually look at this, and most of the dropshippers don't put any attention on this. And the last thing is the logo. What you can do, just go to Fiverr.com and buy a logo for your store. It will cost you between $5 to $10, something really cheap, and it will improve your sales, as I said, between 5 to 7%. I took 2 stores actually, uploaded the same products, exactly the same products. I just changed the names, the templates, and the logos, and this was the result. Another 5 to 7% of sales. I talked about this also in the previous webinar. I saw a lot of people who implemented this, and it was amazing. So I want to show you. Let's jump a bit to practical ways and things that I will actually show you live how to do. The first thing that I want to go and show you is how to work with the Savings Center of Home Depot. But one second before this, we talked before about the shipping prices. So I don't want you actually really to go over the products and check here what is the shipping, if it's free or not free. What you can do, and this is something really important. In the last few weeks, Home Depot changed a bit their policy. If in the past, you could actually just go to Home Depot and take some products together, put them in the cart and send to different addresses, now you cannot do this. And because Home Depot changed this recently, and what you can do right now is just add the shipping price to your products. How to do this? If you go to the monitors page, then to Home Depot settings, you will have here the include shipping price. AutoDS will include the shipping price for you automatically. So actually you don't care about the shipping price at all. When you will go and upload products, you just need to grab the product, you need to upload it, and that's all. You don't need to actually calculate the prices. About the templates, all of you got a file, Word file like this one, doc file. What you need to do to integrate the template, I just saw many questions now about this, so I will show you. Just copy all the text here, go to AutoDS, go to add a new template, put it, click source, put it here, go back, and that's all. The template is integrated, and it will work for you for all of your products automatically. Let's see how it looks. So let's take a product where the price is actually less than $45. Let's take this one. I'll put it here and grab the details. Until it's loading the product, I will open here this page. So a lot of people are struggling about how to find products, and this is why I added a bit about this on this webinar. There is one category. You can go to this link, homedepot.com Savings Center, and here you will have a lot of products with huge discounts. I recommend you to go to any category here, download the AutoDS Helper Chrome extension, click extract and upload these products. These products usually has really good prices, and if your competitors didn't upload them, you will just be much cheaper than all of them, and they will send, actually will be the cheapest on eBay because not all of the products are only in Home Depot, and then you will set tons of these products, and this is amazing. As you can notice, usually the prices of Home Depot are much higher, and this is why here you can also find some cheap products if you want to upload these cheap products to your store because you don't have limits or something like this. People write that the AutoDS Helper is not working right now. It is working, it's just not in the Chrome store because we are waiting for approval. We made some upgrades there, so we wait Google to approve us. you can ask on our chat and we will send you a link to download this extension. The second thing where you can find products from Home Depot. So the first one, as I said, it's the Savings Center. You will have there between 30 to 50% discounts. The second thing is, and it's super relevant right now, is the holidays decorations. And what is this? This is categories of holidays. Now the holidays are coming, and this is the time to really upload products for the holidays because people are searching for this. If you will go, for example, to Google Trends, you will see now that people are buying a lot and searching a lot Halloween products, and they are searching Christmas products, and they are searching things like this. So for Christmas, for now, it's a bit earlier, it's a bit too early, but for Halloween, it's the time right now. So go to Shop Now and just start to list products from these categories. So if I go to any category here, I can choose here free 2 days delivery. This category is very small, so I have only 2 products, but choose here 2 days delivery and just list all of the products using the extension. The profits will be huge. I just uploaded a few days ago few products of Halloween, actually around 100 products, and we already sold 10 products within a few days, and it really was really expensive. For example, this product is $329. Think about the profits that you can do from this product. Also, think about what will happen when the Halloween will be passed and if Home Depot will still have the products in stock. Think what will happen. For example, this product, it will not cost $329 anymore. It will cost maybe $200, maybe $250 because Home Depot will not have what to do with this product. Then you will just go to Home Depot, open a chat with them, ask for money back, and that's all because the price will be dropped. Remember the last slide, which I just showed you, and that's all. So this is something which is really amazing when you list products from Home Depot. About the helper, we already talked. This is the extension which I showed you, and the Finder. The Finder is also working for Home Depot. Sorry, this was a Vero product, but I will just show you what I wanted to show you before. So this product price on Home Depot is $697. If I go here, you can see that it's actually added the shipping price here. It just added it automatically, so you don't need to care at all about the shipping price, which I showed you before. You just need to understand why the prices are like this, or if you work with other tools, most of the tools don't add it, doesn't add it automatically, so you just need to know this. About the advanced products finding ways, I will show you in the end of the webinar how I will teach you more advanced product finding methods, which will really increase your products a lot, your profits a lot. So after you got an order, what will happen and what you should do after the order received? This is something that really important because it's a bit hard to understand how to work with it. And it's a bit difficult for many beginners with Home Depot because it's different between Home Depot and Amazon. So what you should do? About payment methods. PayPal and credit cards are allowed for US residents and people who sell and dropshippers from the United States. For people who are not selling from the United States, you need to use gift cards. It's a bit difficult to get gift cards for Home Depot. So in the end of the webinar, I will show you also how you can get it really easily and how I will personally help you with it. Orders process explanation about users. So you can do 2 things. The first option to order from Home Depot is using actually user account. Go to Home Depot, register, and create a user. This method is actually will work only for US residents and only for people, for dropshippers from the United States. For dropshippers who are not from the United States, you can just order all of your products as a guest. And actually, I personally really prefer this method. Why? Because even if Home Depot will start locking accounts like Amazon does, it will not be matter for you at all because you are ordering your products as a guest. This is really something amazing. As a guest, you can do everything. You can put tax exam, you can put gift cards, you can track the orders, and I will show you soon how you do it. Everything that you can do as a user, you can do also as a guest. This is something that you should keep in mind. It's really important. So I really recommend this method. And how it works. Let's add any product to my cart, for example, this one. Then go to checkout. As you can see, they have an option for PayPal, but it's only for the United States people. Checkout as guest. And here you can put all of the details. The Chrome extension will also paste your address, so it will work for both for checkout as a guest and for the regular checkout as user. So if I click here paste, it will paste all of my details. Some important things in this page. The first thing is the email address. You have to put here your real email address, because to this email address you will get all of the order confirmations. From this email address you will be able to ask from Home Depot for price match if the price was dropped. To this email address you will get notifications about canceled orders or successful orders. So it's really important to put here your real email address. Another thing here is that the tax exempt, if you have tax exempt, you should put it here, right here in these fields. People who ask a lot of questions, I promise you that I will answer all of your questions in the end of the webinar, both me and Paul Lipsky, who is here with us on this webinar. Under the payment, I choose between credit card or PayPal. Or, as I said before, I can apply a gift card. About gift cards, you can apply here up to 10 gift cards. So you can put here as many gift cards, up to 10 as you want. And what do I mean? For Home Depot, the gift cards work a bit different. If on Amazon, you just load the gift card as a balance, in Home Depot, the gift cards are like a credit card, for example. They have a balance which some people can share. So the first thing is that if you buy a gift card, it's really important to check the balance. How you do it? You go to Home Depot, just go to Google, Home Depot, check gift card balance. Go here. And this is actually the first thing that you need to do after you got a gift card. So when you got a gift card, go here, check the balance of the gift card to make sure that nobody else is using this gift card. The second thing here is that if you have a product that, for example, costs $100 and you have one gift card with balance of 80 and another gift card with balance of 10 and another of balance of 15, you can use all of them. Just load them one by one here. This is something which is really important. You need to keep track of your gift cards. Any gift card that you use, open a sheets file for yourself and put there all of the gift cards codes plus the remaining balance. This is something which is critical. So we talked about how to order the orders. I really recommend you, again, to do it as a guest. It's good for the long term. Validate the gift card, as I told before. How to track orders. If you go to Google and write, I have here, one second, okay. You will have a page like this. Here we need to put your order number, and then they will ask you also your email address. Click track orders, and that's all. Actually, I think that, no, I'm not logged in. Okay, so you need to put here your order ID. It will show you here also an option to add your email address, and then you can actually easily to track orders. In the end of the webinar, I will show you how you can use another tool to track all of your orders automatically, and I will show you how you can get this tool also for free. And the last thing here is about the auto ordering. I just added this today because I know that many people will ask us what to do about the auto ordering. So the auto ordering will be available in AutoDS really soon. So just wait some time. For now, you can make it manually and start running your store. Wow, I see a lot of questions. People, please keep your questions until the end so we can answer all of your questions. So let's summarize a bit the main techniques that we talked about that will increase your profits dramatically using Home Depot. The first thing is that we can get some discounts for gift cards. It goes between 2% to 10%. In the end of the webinar, I will show you how we can get these discounts. Are we talking about API or non-API versions of AutoDS? Both of them are working with Home Depot. It's not a problem. We talked about the price match policy, which will increase your profits by over 25%. We talked about, actually we didn't talk, but there is a cashback site like Simply Best Coupons where you can make a huge profits just for the cashback. Remember, one of the most important things with this supplier is that they have a lot of really expensive products that are over $100. And why it's good? First of all, with Amazon, it's hard to order these products, but with Home Depot, it's really easy. The second thing is that the profits for these products are huge. Plus, we have the price door policy and the cashback. So this is what happened from our stores in the last few months. This is our cashback, actually one of our cashbacks. So when you work with expensive products, this is what happens. I really recommend you, at least 30% of your store when you work with Home Depot should be over $100. I saw the average sales amount of stores of Home Depot using our AutoDS Finder, and really the prices are over $100 in average. The next thing is that does the big numbers rule is relevant for Home Depot? So I just showed you the amazing thing and the amazing part of the expensive products. But the thing is that there is one other thing that you need to understand. For those of you who still don't know me, I am a big believer of the big numbers rule, and with Home Depot, I even believe more in this strategy. And why? Think about this. If you sell products which are over $150, for example, you will earn at least $15 per product, even without the backend profits, without the cashback, without the price match policy, without all of the things which we showed on this webinar. It means that if you sell even one product, one expensive product per day, you will cover your anchor stores. It's amazing. So if you have 30% of your store of products which are over $100, think about this, how easy it's to cover all of your AutoDS or all of your monitor costs plus eBay costs. So what's it's all about? Let's summarize a bit the things, and then we can keep going with the webinar. Home Depot, we don't have blocked accounts. We have a huge backend profits. We have a great product quality plus a low competition, and we don't have the head cash of Amazon. We have huge profits per, think about this, only 1,590 orders of Home Depot, and this is the profit. And this store actually works with a bit cheap products. This is, as I said, average store of us. And this is the cashback. I want to ask you right now, what do you think until now about the webinar? So we can keep going. Write down if you have any questions about the things that we talked until now. Great stuff. Thank you very much. Can I use two computers with the same? Okay, so about general things, I will answer soon. Thank you very much for all of your comments. It's really amazing for me to see this. It's really important for me to see this. Again, I'm sorry for the quality of sound for those who write about this today. As I said, we had an electricity problem today in our offices, so I had to run into my home. Okay. I'm excited to start. I love it. Very useful infos. Thank you for your help. AutoDS is the best. Great webinar. I don't understand the connection between sales and profits. Okay. about here. So actually, this is from the dashboard of AutoDS, the profits of one of the stores in the previous month. Super big, great stuff. Keep going, amazing, amazing, amazing. So I want to tell you one thing. Imagine what would happen if you sell for $100, $100K, $100,000 a month. How would it change your life? Please write down, because for me, as I told, it's really important for me to know what do you think and what will happen to your life if you will get to $100,000 per month. It's important for me. Amazing game changer. Thank you very much, everyone. I could travel. What more? People, write down in the chat how it will change your life. My life will be changed. I could travel. Bills no more. I will sleep better at night. I'll have more time for my family. I will fire my boss. Okay, amazing. So my question is the next. Can I have 1 minute of your time? Because actually we had amazing 40 minutes of this webinar, and I want to keep some more time for the Q&A and to show you some more stuff with Paul Lipsky together. So let me ask you a question. How many of you feel like this right now and excited to learn even more about Home Depot? Write down in the chat. Me, yes, very excited. Yes, me. Okay, amazing. The thing is that I really want to continue help you and make you succeed and reach the final goal, which actually for me is $10,000 per month with dropshipping. I think, and actually I researched a lot of people and a lot of dropshippers, and I saw that this is the average that people want. If I could help you continuously learn and follow up your success, would it be interesting for you? Would it help you? Write down in the chat if it's something that would help you. It would transform my life. Yes, yes, yes. I'll be happy even with 5K per month. Okay, amazing. For sure. Yes, it would. Okay. Okay, so I'm happy that we are thinking the same. I want to help you to do this. I want to take all of you. Actually, we have over 400 people right now in this room. No, over 500 people in this room. And I want to help you to do this thing. I want to take all of you as a group and help you to go up. I want to just take all of you and help you, take you hand by hand and help you to go up. So how many of you are interested about this? How we will do this? Mentors for life. Okay, me here, me. Puts video. No worry, you will get the slides. Okay, yes. So this is what you're gonna get and how I will help you. Keep with us until the end so we can ask all of your questions about what I will show you now, and we will also get Paul Lipsky live in a few minutes. You will get 10,000 listings monitoring, so you can actually list a lot of expensive products to your eBay store, plus cheap products which will give you traffic to your store, plus the orders processor which will help you also soon with processing your orders. If you have over 4,500 listings packaged in AutoDS, you will get double of your listings. 30 automated orders plus tracking number updates for people who work with Amazon, who still work with Amazon, it will also help you. 10,000 Home Depot AutoDS Finder credits. For those of you who don't know what is the AutoDS Finder, the AutoDS Finder is a tool which will help you actually to list a lot of profitable Home Depot products. We scan all of Home Depot dropshippers off eBay every day, actually over 1 million products every day. And then you can just list these products using one click, just click upload it, and then you can list all of the products to your store. So I want to help you to get fast to the 10,000 listings in your store. And you will get a professional private mentor plus private WhatsApp group to answer all of your questions, which cost actually $200. This is the cost we pay for the mentors for this for you. Total value of all this is $676. And that's not all. I want to help you even more. Yes, I will show you the final filters later in the Q&A session. I will do another webinar for you. As I told you, for me, it's really important that you will succeed. I will do another webinar for you with more special techniques. I will prepare you for the upcoming holidays. It will happen only 10 days from now. We already have a date, we already have an hour, and actually the webinar already scheduled. I will show you secret holidays tactics that actually, for many dropshippers, increase their product by hundreds of percent in the previous years. And I will take you with a Q&A, hand by hand, as many Q&As that you will need just to help you succeed. About this offer, it's important for me to know that it will be limited only for 100 people. We have 500 people in this webinar. The second bonus is gift cards priority. To get gift cards for Home Depot is very hard. For those of you who will take the offer for $676 that I just showed you, it will be for free. So what you will get, 10,000 listings monitoring for $336 value, 30 automated orders in AutoDS, 10,000 Home Depot AutoDS Finder credits to help you to reach this 10,000 listings monitoring, professional private mentor plus private WhatsApp group for questions and follow-ups. It's cost $200. This is the value. Gift cards priority, which is actually priceless. I cannot actually put the price on this because it's amazing. It will help you a lot. And special webinar with me 10 days from now, which will take you to the next level. You will also get HipShipper coupon. HipShipper is a tool which will help you to sell internationally using Home Depot. So HipShipper, I closed the deal with them just for this webinar, only until the end of this month, where you will get $10 discount, actually $10 for shipping for free, plus feedbacks amount discount coupon. It means that if you have 100 feedbacks in your store, on your eBay store, you will get $100 coupon plus $10. If you get 1,000 feedbacks, you will get 1,000 coupon plus $10. Also, we closed a deal with TrackerBot, which is a company which will help you to track, to update automatically tracking numbers for the products that you sold to your eBay store. The total value of this is $70, which will also save you a lot of time. Just for the webinar, I got from them this for you for 1 month for free, so you can start really easy. 42 ready-made templates. Maybe part of you already have this from the previous webinar, but for those of you who not, so it's really important for me to give you this. It's written by our professional copywriter, and the value of this is $100. These templates can be integrated easily to AutoDS, and then with one click, you can just send it to your customers. And this way you can save a lot of time. Thank you very much. Someone wrote that now it's 12:30 a.m. in his content. He's amazed about the webinar and want to continue to watch. Thank you very much. So before we jump to the Q&A with Paul Lipsky, what you're gonna get for the final price, which wrote here, 10,000 listings monitoring for 1 month, which costs $336. If you are already AutoDS user and you have less than 4,500 listings package, you can get also 10,000 listings monitoring. And if you have more than this, you will be doubled your package for 50% discount. 30 automated orders, 10,000 Finder credits for $130, professional private mentor group, which costs $200, gift cards priority, special webinar for product finding, plus secret holidays tactic with me. Bonus HipShipper coupon, as I said, 1 free month for HipShipper and 42 ready-made templates. Now, the price of all this is $1,286. This is the package which I created for you, so you can start and work with Home Depot. Now, my question to you is, if this package could help you to get $10,000 with your eBay dropshipping stores, would you take it for this price? Write down in the chat if $1,200 is something which is actually worth it, if you could actually really make $10,000. Yes, absolutely. Yes, for sure. Yes, would be worth it. Write down in the chat, yeah, yes. I wish I could afford it, but it's worth it. Yes. Yes, I have the limits. Okay, clear. Now, I see that many people also write that if they had the money, so they would do it. So I want to say something here, and I also told it in the beginning of the webinar. The main goal of AutoDS is actually really help you to succeed with dropshipping, as I did, because I really make it with passion. This is why we make all of these free webinars, and this is why I give all of this free content. Take my money, no problem. Anyway, so it's really important for me to help even to those who wrote that it's too expensive for them, and if they could, they would take the offer. So here is what I prepared, and after the next slide, Paul Lipsky will go here with us, and you will have 30 minutes to take this offer. So here what you're gonna get. As I said, I can charge you this amount of $1,286, but I don't want to do this. For me, it's more important to help all of you. So you can today become a Home Depot expert right now for $97 instead of the price of almost $1,300. And how you do it? You will get 10,000 listings monitoring, 30 automated orders, 10,000 finder credits, gift house priority, special webinar with me, hip shipper coupon, 1 free month for tracker bot, and 42 messages templates. Now, one important thing about the webinar, and I think that this is the thing that worth all of this offer. The webinar for me is available only for the 100 people who will take this offer, and right now we have almost 500 people in this room. So go to right now to autods.com/homedepot_deal and take this deal for only $97. And now I will start the timer where Paul Lipsky will go with us live, and he will be able to answer all of your questions about Home Depot. All of the questions about AutoDS, I will answer you, because about Home Depot, you already heard me enough. So I will send you the link right now on the chat. I will start the timer so we can take the offer during this time. Oh my God, amazing, what? Yes, I want in. Is it feel? Yes, it's also for people in Israel. We also have mentors who speak Hebrew, so you will get a mentor who speaks Hebrew and will help you, don't worry. Also, we have a mentor who speaks Spanish, English, and Hebrew. Actually, this is the languages. I'm trying to get a deal. Just go to this page. Let me show you how to do it. And let me open Paul Lipsky, add Paul Lipsky, 1 second. So, you only accept PayPal? Yes, we accept PayPal. Can we send? Okay. Can I copy the link? Yes. Okay. So you go to autods.com homedepot_deal. I will send it right down in the chat. I want to pay with the credit card. Contact us. Actually, today, in this evening, and this night, it depends on your time zone, we have more customer support than any other day, just to help you to start the process with us today. So just go to this page. Take the deal right now. Our support will wait you there right now. So actually, any question that you have, you will be able to get answers. Yes, we accept in this page PayPal, but you can ask our support and they will help you to pay in other ways. Again, there are only places for 100 people for the webinar, for the second webinar. Paul, I added you for the panelist. You can start your video right now and we can go. Paul, if you can't open the camera or something like this, just write down in the chat so I will see it. The offer is not only for new members, for those who asked. If you have less than 4,500 products, you have here 2 offers, one for users, one for not users. So if you have less than 4,500 listings package, it will be increased to 10,000 listings. And if you have more than that, So it will double your package for 50% discount, and then this price will be renewed. Okay, Paul, I understand. 1 second. And here we go.
All right.
Paul, I opened your... Yeah, we can hear you now.
Do you want me to turn on my camera too?
Yeah.
Still says I can't.
That you cannot open the camera?
No, it says the host won't let me open it.
Okay, 1 second.
But in the meantime, I see all the questions now. So I can maybe start to answer some of them.
Okay, let's start with just answers, and then just any question that you answer, click on the answer live, and that's all.
Okay, let's see. So how can we use tax exempt if drop shipping? I see a couple questions about becoming tax exempt. So one of the cool things about Home Depot, and Lior, you mentioned this before, is that Home Depot is actually one of the easier ones to become tax exempt with. Their application is very fast. So once you apply to become tax exempt, you could start using it the same day. And like you were showing before, while you're checking out on Home Depot as a guest checkout, you can just copy down your number and paste it into a little box that's on the right that has where your tax exempt number goes. So that allows you to be tax exempt without having to create an account like you do for Amazon and Walmart. And yeah, I just found the application to be much, much easier than other ones. So I hope that answered your question. How much can you load a gift card per day is one of the questions. So with the gift cards, you can go onto the Home Depot website and load those gift cards yourself. And you can do those. It's supposed to be up to $2,000 a day. It doesn't quite work out that way because a lot of times if you already have 2,000 from yesterday, you have to wait 24 hours since you spent them. So it's generally about $2,000 on a card at a time. But if you hit the limit, you just have to get a new card for that. Okay. So let's see another question here.
Paul, it still doesn't give you to go with the video?
It still says you can't start your video because the host has stopped it.
Very strange. Okay.
Okay. So Alex says, would you recommend to have a separate store for Home Depot or combine it with Amazon in one store? So that's really personal preference there. In the beginning, I do think it's a little bit easier. Well, the one thing I'll say is that in the beginning, it's a little bit easier to use your existing store because it already has some feedback. It already has some sales going through it, probably has a higher limit. But eventually, I always find it a little bit easier to keep separate stores for different suppliers. And the great thing is if you use AutoDS, you can link up all your stores into one account and they'll still be separate eBay stores. But in the beginning, there's nothing wrong with testing a new supplier like Home Depot in your existing eBay store just to see if it works and you get some traction with it. But everyone has kind of a different opinion on that. It really is what works best for you.
Okay, so I have here some questions about AutoDS. Does AutoDS Finder work with non-API AutoDS? It will work really soon, actually. It's one of our plans for October to open the AutoDS Finder even for the non-API stores. Are you guys connect API to AutoDS? You can work with both methods, API and non-API. Paul is working with the non-API method.
So a good question here from Hazem. It says, about the zip codes does that mean the price will change when I ship to different customers? So the zip code thing that Lior showed before, where you change the zip code on the top left, that it's kind of strange. So that changes what the prices are for different items, but it doesn't really matter where the items are shipping to. So you can enter in a zip code on the top left for Maine, Bangor, Maine, but you can still ship it to a customer in, let's say, California, and it will be the same price as the main store because that's the zip code that you have. So what matters is what zip code is on the top left when you add the item to your cart. And a lot of times you'll find that in some states or in some different zip codes, the price will be cheaper for different items. Okay, so Tan says Home Depot usually has an error at checkout when using two addresses. What would you do? So this is a new error that came up because as we were talking about before, Home Depot used to let you add as many items into one order as you wanted to. And so you could have like 20 items in one order. And then all those items could be like $5 each, which means that all the items would get free shipping because together they equal more than $45. And I'm hesitant to even tell you guys about that because that doesn't exist anymore. You can't do that anymore. They reduced it down to 9 or 7 items earlier this year. Then they reduced it to 2 items a few months ago. And now, for the most part, you can only ship to 1 address per order. I think the website's still a little buggy, and to be fully transparent, sometimes you can ship to 2 addresses, but it's not consistent and it doesn't really work. So it's the new rule we're pretty sure now is 1 address per order for Home Depot. So if you're getting an error, that's why you can only do 1 address per order. So make sure on AutoDS that you have that box checked off that adds the shipping costs for Home Depot now.
I see a lot of confusion about the offer, so let me repeat it 1 second. Sorry, Paul.
Yeah, sure.
So this is the offer. Let me go step by step for both non-users and users. The offer is almost the same. The only thing which is different is the first line. So let's go over this. You will get 10,000 listings package in AutoDS for 1 month plus the orders processor. For now, it works for Amazon. It will work also soon for Home Depot. 10,000 AutoDS Home Depot Finder credits. You will get also the special webinar with me about products finding plus secret holidays tactics. It will be on the 7th of October at 2 p.m. EST. 30 automated orders, $10 each shipper coupon plus feedbacks amount coupon. It means if you have 1,000 feedbacks, you will get $1,000 for each shipper. Professional private mentor plus private WhatsApp group for all of your questions. 1 free month for TrackerBot. 42 ready-made messages templates and gift cards priority, as I said. For users, it's almost the same. The only difference is if you have over 4,500 listings package, you can double it for 50% discount. If you have less than this, you will be upgraded for 10,000 listings package. So this is the offer. This is the time for the offer which remaining. About the questions, when I saw here a question. Okay, Paul, you can keep going. Let me refine it.
Okay. So B. Justin says or asks, does Home Depot put sales receipt in the shipping box? So this is another great thing about them is they do not. So when you get a box from Home Depot, sometimes you'll get a piece of paper in there saying it came from Home Depot, but it never has the price on it. So the customer never knows how much you paid for it. So that's a huge benefit of using Home Depot is that they don't include the price every single time for that. Michael wants to know if with those price drops, which we mentioned before, so that's when you order an item today it's like $100 you pay for it, and then next week it goes on sale for $90, Home Depot can give you that $10 back. Michael wants to know if there's any issues with too many price drop guarantee requests. We have not had an issue. We ask for a lot of price drops. We always get them. The only issue is there's two issues, not really issues, just kind of rules about it. First rule is you got to make sure you ask for the price drop within the return window. So if it's a 90-day return item, then just ask for the price drop within 90 days. And the second thing is that some items don't qualify for the price drop. These are usually things that are like on clearance. So just be aware of that as well.
People are asking here that if there is still no drop shipping, if you have any free calls, something like this, can you answer this?
Wait, what was the question?
Someone wrote that he's still not into drop shipping, so maybe you can tell about your free calls.
Oh, yeah. So if you guys are interested in like learning a little bit more about drop shipping, I do have a free course, and it does show how to do the product research and how I use AutoDS as well. So you can check that out. I'm trying to remember what the link to it is.
You can, is it just, okay, just send it to me and I will send it here.
Okay. Yeah, just give me a second because I wasn't.
How do we get the Home Depot template? So when you registered for the webinar, you already got it automatically. If you still didn't get it, just ask us on the support and we will send it for you. We'll send it to you, sorry. If you already have a user with 10,000 listing subscription in AutoDS, what will be the offer? So let's see. If I go to AutoDS, first of all of these things you will see, which is the webinar with me and all of the other things, but let me show you. So if the price for the 10,000 listings is this, and this is the price for 20, which is double package, you will get 50% discount for the difference, plus you will get all of the other stuff on this offer. Looks like people really like your calls.
I saw that. So this is a good question. And maybe this zip code thing is kind of confusing people because Thomas is asking, so some states have no sales tax. Can you use those zip codes? So let me just try to clarify this. So the sales tax is determined by the shipping address. So the shipping address you enter on the last screen when you check out, that determines how much the sales tax is going to be. But for the price of the item itself, that's determined by which zip code you put on the top left corner of Home Depot before you add the item to your cart. So kind of the sequence is, one, you change the zip code on the top left corner, then you add the item to the cart. Then during checkout, once you enter in the zip code that you're shipping to, which might be different than the zip code that you already put on Home Depot, once you add that zip code, then the shipping information will change the sales tax amount. But if you're tax exempt, that sales tax amount is going to be zero anyway. So I hope that kind of cleared it up a little bit.
For everyone who asked for the template, I just sent it on the chat. So again, I saw someone that wrote that he couldn't add it. When you add it, it's very important to choose here source. So first, when you copy the template, just copy, click on the source, then put it here and then go back. Here you will see it a bit strange, but when you will start listing your products, it will be fine. About how to, I saw a question about how to configure the automatic shipping prices. So if you go to the monitors page, then you go to Home Depot settings here, you will see here the include shipping price. This is something which is really important to be checked here. So please just go to this page and check it here. By the way, you can also configure here the special configuration just for Home Depot. And then for other suppliers, it can be other break-even and other profits if you want.
So this is a good question. Says, will AutoDS make the product out of stock when it has express shipping, or will it add the cost of express shipping? So on Home Depot, there is several different ways that they ship the items to the customers. What you want is for them to ship it through UPS or FedEx, because the other option is that they can ship it through a truck. So they actually have a truck that drives from a local Home Depot store and hand delivers it to a customer, and it costs a lot of money to do that. So if they're doing that option, if that's the only option that's available, they call that express shipping. And technically that means the item is out of stock. So you're not going to be selling those items because AutoDS will put them out of stock. So Shay says, how many accounts do I need to work with Home Depot if I sign up? So with Home Depot, you don't need to create an account. You can always do guest checkout. Personally, that's kind of what I like to do as well. It's just the way I've always done it. And there's no issues with them tracking how many orders I'm placing. Not that that's ever been an issue either. But yeah, you never have to create an account with Home Depot. You can always do guest checkout. And if you feel more comfortable with it, you can change your email as many times as you want, right? You can always use the new email when you do guest checkout if that's what you want to do. As long as you're obviously keeping track of the emails, because you need to know which email goes with which order in order to bring up the order confirmation and to ask for any refunds or to ask for any returns.
Is it safe to uploading items over $500? This is one of the main topics that we will talk about on our second webinar, which I showed here on the offer. This is something which is really critical. It's a bit dangerous to work with these products, but there is a way to do this. So if you come with us for the second webinar, I will focus around 20 minutes only talking about this thing, because it's really important. People are asking to show again the Finder. Yes. Okay. So the Finder works for all of the suppliers, but for Home Depot, if I choose Home Depot here, you have all of these categories. The first one is 3 sales per month, which actually, because of the low competition with Home Depot, it's actually enough. So you can really fully restore with products only from the offer that you got. So here you have the 10,000 products. Here you can just put 1,000 per upload, click upload it. Again, for now, it works only for the API version, but the credits are lifetime, so you will be able to work with it soon for the non-API also. As I said, very important to choose here the Home Depot template, which you just added. If you upload products for Halloween, for example, as I showed before, you can go here. So we have here other templates of Halloween. Choose the Halloween 60 days returns. Choose a returns policy of 60 days. I don't have it on this account because it's just testing account. And then you can upload the products. You can also create a recurring upload, which will upload the amount of products that you just choose before every day. So if I choose upload every day at 9, 10, 21, it will upload 1,000 products every day. Upload tracking to Home Depot orders. With the package which I just showed you before, you will get the tracker bot for 1 free month. So it will save you time and it will update the tracking numbers for you. By the way, for all those who took the offer, all of the things will be sent to you automatically by email. So when you take the offer, when you join AutoDS, you will get an email with all of the details, with the links for the tracker bot, links for the shipper, and everything which is listed here. Also the link to schedule a call with your mentor. And you will also get a pop-up inside AutoDS to get all of this stuff.
So cool. I see some more questions about the zip codes and the tax exempt, and that's really exciting to me because it sounds like you guys are starting to understand what's so great about Home Depot, how we're able to stack on top of each other all these different ways to earn extra money, and why it's always been one of my favorite suppliers. So I'm glad you guys are asking these questions because that means that you are understanding this. So Sheila wants to know when you should apply for tax exempt. I think you should apply right away. It's really not that difficult to do, and you get a lot of savings with that. But your other question is, are there specific zip codes that you normally use to have cheaper prices? The answer is no to that. You might find an item that's really cheap in one zip code, but all the other items in that zip code might be the same price as all the other zip codes or more expensive than them. So it's not like one zip code has all the cheap items, all the cheapest prices, I mean. It's just that some items are cheaper in some zip codes. So, sometimes it's more of a game of chance than anything else.
Okay, something interesting here. Someone is asking me how to track the gift cards. So, Shai, this is for you. So, actually, you have two options. The first one, you can call it the old school. You can open a Sheets file, Google Sheets file, and track it there. Just write the Home Depot order ID or eBay's order ID plus the gift card. Or you can go to AutoDS, and under the note here, you can just write which gift card you used. So next time, you will be able to find it under this page. This is amazing. About the second question about auto-ordering for the non-API version, it works. For now, we have the auto-ordering for Amazon. It will make the auto-order. Also, all of your orders will be synced automatically to AutoDS, even for the non-API. But for Home Depot, when we will release it, you will also have it for the non-API version. But the tracking numbers are not updating automatically when you use the non-API version, and the free messages to buyers also not sending automatically. For this, we have the tracker bot, which I showed you on the offer, which you will get for free for 1 month.
Cool.
What zip code you should use? So this is, okay, 1 second.
And that notes section inside AutoDS is also really helpful. If you are using different email addresses, you can, in that notes section, not only put, well, there's already a field to put the order number, but you can also enter in the email address that you used for the order, so that if you ever need to pull up that order history, you'll remember which email address you used.
You mean write it in the note or under the purchase order ID?
As long as it's there somewhere. I put it in the notes.
Yeah, this is one of the actually most useful fields, these notes for when you work with Home Depot, because you always need to remember the email address and you need to remember the gift code. It's really important.
Yeah. So it's a lot about organization.
Yeah. By the way, for the gift card, you still need a file to track the balance there. You need to track how much balance you have on each of your gift cards.
Yeah. Can you use tax exempt on Home Depot if you check out as a guest? Yes, you can. You showed that before. It's on the right-hand side when you check out. So when you do the guest checkout, so this is answering a question from Tan. He's saying, can we still print the receipt later when we do guest checkout? So when you do guest checkout, you still need to enter in an email address, and the receipt, the order confirmation, will be sent to that email. Also, all the tracking numbers will be sent to that email as well. So whatever email you put in there is the one that's going to get the receipt. Okay. So great question. Says, what is the zip code we should be using when we list items from Home Depot? when you're listing items, it doesn't matter because AutoDS is always going to use the same zip code to reprice the items, which is in Maine, right? It's in Maine?
Yeah.
Yeah. So no matter what you list it at, it doesn't matter. It's going to reprice based on Maine.
Yeah, you just need to pull this on Home Depot so you can really know that the prices on AutoDS and the prices that you see, you will actually see the same prices. Because if you put another zip code, maybe you will see differences.
What is the maximum number of gift cards we can use per order? So again, that's 10. When combining gift cards, how do you make sure to use all of the balance? So if you're using multiple gift cards on one order, Home Depot is going to pull the balance from the biggest card first. So you can't like buy a like $500 item and use $1,000 gift card plus 9 like $3 gift cards, for instance. It's only going to pull it off of the $1,000 gift card. And again, this just comes down to organization. Get a little spreadsheet, put how much you spent on each card, and make sure that it all balances out at the end. Cool.
Does the 10,000 listings of AutoDS are only for Home Depot? No, you can actually use it for all of your stores and you can use it for all of your suppliers. Same about the Finder. It's not only for Home Depot. You can also use it for the others, for the suppliers.
Let's see.
Will our mentor provide assistance in setting up best methods of the Home Depot processing? Yes, for sure. Actually, most of our mentors already trained for the Home Depot, so it's not a problem. And I will be there also for live Q&As for you to answer all of your questions when you join the mentorship group.
So Valencia's asking if Home Depot has a cashback credit card. Would you recommend it? Home Depot does have a credit card, but it's not a cashback credit card. The last time I checked, the deal they give you is you can buy something and not pay any interest on it for a certain amount. It's not worth getting it. Just don't get it. It's not worth it. The gift cards are much better.
About the zip code which we are using in AutoDS is 04401. You can copy it from here. How to get a mentor? When you take the offer, you will get an automatic email, and there you will get a link to fill in your details and to schedule your first call with the mentor. Where to buy gift cards, the mentor will link you also with the gift card suppliers because for Home Depot it's a bit complicated and they are really limited. It's not like Amazon that it's actually like unlimited. So this is why we keep it only for the students because we really want to help them.
So on that, and there's another question about that from Romaldo says, I'm outside the United States, Home Depot, is there anything else I could pay with besides gift cards? So the solution, you should be using gift cards. They're not that hard, and you can use your PayPal money to buy the gift cards or transfer those over and buy gift cards with your PayPal balance and then use those gift cards. So that's really the solution. Gift cards just work really well on Home Depot, better than anything else in my experience. It certainly works a lot better than using the credit cards. Let's see. Do they always ship using UPS or FedEx? Those are the two main ones. For some products, they use some of these other sort of carriers like nonstop delivery. or on track is a common one as well. Nonstop delivery, they use a lot for returns, but for the most part, it's UPS and FedEx and on track.
For all of you who sending me messages by WhatsApp, please write it on the Q&A section so I can see it here, because actually I'm answering a lot of questions from WhatsApp, but it's a bit confusing. So this way it will be much easier for me. Link for the template, I sent it on the chat again today, so you can find it there. Can I combine 2 or 3 small items into one piece to avoid shipping costs and gain more profits? Well, do you want to answer it?
Where is that question?
On the Q&A section, can I combine 2 or 3 small items into one price to avoid shipping costs and gain more profits?
You can't do that and ship it to different people. So like you could, no, the answer is basically no. You can't put 2 items into one order and ship to different addresses to get free shipping. That used to work, it doesn't work anymore. Can discounted gift cards get your Home Depot account closed? I've never seen it happen. And again, just use guest checkout. There's not
if you don't have an account, so nothing can be closed.
Yeah. So unlike Amazon, you upload a gift card to Amazon, it's inside your Amazon account. You can't get it out really at that point. But with Home Depot, like we mentioned before, you can share it with 2 people. Like 2 people could be using the same gift card at once, just to show you how it works. But yeah, so there's no risk of you using it on an account and that account going bad, and then you lose that gift card. It's not going to happen. It's going to stay on that gift card.
Let me repeat the process for people. So when you go to the checkout page, let's say I have here one product. Okay. So here you have, okay. So when I click checkout, then I go to checkout as a guest. First, as I said, the Chrome extension of AutoDS will allow you to paste the address here. Here, put your email address. And here in the bottom, if you have the apply a gift card, here put your gift card. If the gift card will not be enough, Home Depot will write you that the gift card is not enough for the order, and you will be able to add here another gift card. So here can actually load up to 10 gift cards.
Yeah, show them on the right. Did you show them the tax exempt?
Here.
Yeah, so every time you check out, you just enter in that box, click apply, and sales tax comes off. So that's guest checkout. Yeah.
By the way, sometimes you will not see the chat. So just go to this page and here for sure I will see the chat. So
yeah, that's a great tip, because you use that chat if you need to cancel an order, let's say, or if you need to ask for a return, if you need to get a price drop, and sometimes the chat disappears, but it's almost always on that page. And this is another great benefit. I don't know if you mentioned this before, but virtual assistants, they don't need to call Home Depot. They could just open up this chat and take care of everything right there. So that's really easy when you're hiring virtual assistants. Roach says, is all this information you're saying today inside your course? Yeah, it is. And then Josh is asking, if you live outside the United States, do you have to switch your IP? So if you're outside the United States to access Home Depot, you do need to use a VPN to do that, because you can only access it from inside the United States. But there are a lot of free ones, a lot of free Chrome extensions that work fine for accessing Home Depot.
I just read the message after purchase saying that the mentors program is only for people who is over 2,000 listings in AutoDS. I don't understand. Please explain. So if you took the package, so you will have over 10,000. You will have actually 10,000 listings package in AutoDS. So it's not a problem for you. When you fill in the details for the mentorship, just write down there that you have 10,000 listings in AutoDS, and then you will get a mentor. because without it, you will not be able to get the mentor, but because you took the offer, it's very easy. By the way, over 80 people already took the offer, so we have only 20 last spots for the offer. Those of you who still didn't take the offer, now it's the time, and it will be closed really soon, in 90 minutes actually.
Cool. So, what software do you use for tracking the price changes? Oh, Bobby, that's a good question. I just use the AutoDS software now. It's exactly the way that was shown before. Now, the cool thing about that is that, you know, you have the two columns, one with the old price, one with the new price, and you could just do a pretty simple formula. It's really not that hard to do it. I'm not good with Excel or Google Sheets, but it's really easy to make a little formula that will tell you the price difference. And then you can quickly see what the price difference is in that column. So you don't have to waste your time going through them one by one. And that's literally all we do. And it really makes it much faster. It makes it very easy to spot those price differences. And guys, don't just dismiss this. I know when it was being shown before, you saw like $1 difference, a $2 difference, $3 difference. Those add up. Those really do add up a lot. And also realize that it's now the end of September, and what's going to happen at the end of November, you know, everything's going to go on sale on Black Friday and until Christmas. Everything goes on sale. So if you buy something right now, then you're within the return period when those prices drop at the end of November, which means you could ask for a price drop for all those items, and you could make a lot of money off of that towards the end of November, early December.
Yes, also I showed you today on the webinar one example which I got a few days ago, I think today maybe. Okay, so you can see sometimes it's even $17, and this is not the biggest one, because if you work with expensive products, it can go much higher.
Yeah, absolutely. I had one item I sold about 4 or 5 times, and it dropped by $50. So it was a really, really good day when that happened.
Yeah.
So Wally says, how do you avoid being scammed when you buy discounted Home Depot gift cards? Well, the easiest way is you're buying it from someone you trust. So if you join that mentor program, for instance, the mentors are going to help you out, right? So it's got to be some trust going on there.
Yes, actually, the people who are mentors will share with you are people who the mentors are working with them. So it will be much easier for you. And not only this, you can also go for Home Depot to check gift card balance and check if you really got the right balance in your gift card. There are some more things that you need to avoid, but actually it's a bit complicated, and it will be discussed also on our second webinar.
Yeah. Let's see. Can you send in multiple price drop requests at once? Yeah, you can.
You can just open one chat and send a lot of things one by one.
Yeah. I mean, I never do too many, I try to maybe do 3 or 4, but if you're savvy enough, good enough, or your virtual assistant does it, you can have multiple Chrome browsers open and doing it in different windows for different ones. Let's see. Oh yeah. Hey, can you do me a favor? Can you send me that template? I actually really want it. I want to make sure I get that, because that thing looks pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I will send it.
I like that idea.
Oh, I see that a lot of people are watching this template right now.
Yeah.
I'm sending it on the chat, and the team sent me now that we have 15 codes for the webinar. So
that's actually a really good idea. So I like it.
yes, we have the recording. It will be sent for all of those who registered for the webinar.
So Bobby's asking how you can find the price drops on AutoDS. You showed that before. I guess you're probably going to show it again, right? During like the next webinar or something, or maybe the mentor can show them. Because there's like a couple of steps.
I can show.
Okay, cool. I can't share my screen for some reason.
Yeah. Do you want to share your screen? I can just stop it.
You're doing it. You're doing it.
So you just go to the orders page, then you go to export. You download the CSV file. On this CSV file, you will have two things. You will have here the buy price and the current buy price. So actually, you can create a formula if you know how to work with Google Sheets, for example, or you can just go by checking by scrolling here and find the differences. For example, here it was $6.99 and then it went to $5.99. By the way, here it's Amazon, but this is just an example, so it's not really matter. Here it was, for example, I can see that $7.99, then it went for $4, and the same situations happens for any supplier. It doesn't matter that it's Amazon or Home Depot. So this is how we do it. By the way, if you found a price match, you also have a double price match. It means that if I already got money from Home Depot, I can write here in the note the price that I got, and then if it's changed again, I can open again a chat and get again the gift card for this.
And the other thing is, if you find one price match for an item, you'll probably, or a price drop, see if you sold that item again, because that's a fast way to get a price drop for the same item for a different customer. Dana wants to know, so after the holidays, do we get a lot of returns for items that we drop ship from Home Depot? So during the holidays, after the holidays, there's always an increase in returns, but you've had an increase in sales during that time period too. So you're really making more money than you would any other time of the year, even while factoring in those.
You disappeared. Maybe it's only for me. But...
What? Is everything okay?
People, yeah, it's for me.
Okay. So yeah, it's going to happen. I find that with Home Depot items, they tend, because they're not really like gifts so much, although people certainly give tools as gifts, but because they're more like home improvement items, I don't see them being returned as much as other items. It's still going to happen though. It's just part of the game. You just got to be ready for it, accept it, and just realize that ultimately you're going to sell a lot more during the holidays. So the fact that returns are going to go up a little bit more in January than other months is not something for you to be scared or worried about.
Does the coaching help beginners to get started? So first of all, when you register for our coaching, you will also get Paul's free course, which is beginner's course, to your email. And the mentor will also help you. So I think that to get started, this is the best way. When you join the offer, you will get all of the tools that you need to start your dropshipping business. You will get the templates, which is great for beginners. You will get Tom's free course. And you will get a mentor plus the Q&A section with me here. So I think that it will actually give you everything that you need. We have 10 last minutes for the Q&A and for the offer. So for those of you who still didn't take the offer, now is the time. And for those of you who still didn't ask Paul everything that you want, or me everything that you want about AutoDS, so now is the time.
Cool. So great question from Shay. How do I get the return labels for the returns? And that's done through that chat. You just have to give them the information about the order, and they'll send you a return label. They'll email it to you. what phone number do you use when placing orders on Home Depot? So I always use the buyer's phone number because the people that are going to call that number are the carriers like UPS or FedEx. So if there's any issues with the order, they're going to email you. So you'll get it to your email. But the phone number is for the carrier. And the cool thing is that the AutoDS Chrome extension will copy that as part of the address and paste it automatically over to Home Depot.
Trying to solve the issue at checkout with the chat stuff. People who have problems with the checkout on this page, I know that there are actually only few spots available more, but just write down fast to our support so we can write your names down and then we can solve the problems with you later so you will have the offer.
Elizabeth, I'm using the non-API AutoDS. And I really like it. You guys just came out with that and I was really excited about it. And it's working really, really great. Love it a lot.
Thank you. Actually, you pushed us to do this.
I did. I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
And for those who write that the support is off, no, our support is more than on today. Actually, most of the team is on the support today just for the webinar. We have the 24/7 support, but now we have more support agents right now. So just go and write if you have any problems with the checkout.
Okay, I know we're running out of time, so I'm going to try to answer these as quickly as possible. Alex says, would you upload variations from Home Depot? Yep, you would, and AutoDS does that. Shay wants to know, if you return an item, where do you get and you use the gift card, how does that work? So Home Depot will email you a new gift card, and you usually get it in less than 10 minutes. And when you do a price match, the price match gets emailed to you as a new gift card as well.
Support is totally great. Thank you very much. About the variations, something very important here that you need to notice. Home Depot, same as Amazon and many other different suppliers. Let's find something, I don't know, maybe, okay, get something here. You can continue from our poll. I'm so sure. Okay, here for you. So the thing is that when I change the variation on Home Depot, it changes also the title. So you need to be aware when you list from Home Depot to eBay that the title is not confusing the buyers. It's really important. You can work with variations. You only need to verify that you're not confusing your buyers with the title. Because on Home Depot, each product has, each variant has different title, but on eBay, all of the variations have the same title for all of them. So it's something that you need to be aware of. Who are the mentors? So let me show you. If you go to AutoDS.com, then mentorship program. Okay, so if you go to the mentorship program, here you have the sign up form first of all, but here you have the information about all of our mentors. So let's see a bit. Clayton, he's a professional seller with over 7 stores and over 100,000 products managed on AutoDS. Zvika Shefron, who is one of the most experienced UK sellers, which actually I saw, and he also started to work with Home Depot, so now it's not only UK. And Ron, who is 16 years old dropshipper, but made a huge increase in sales after our mentorship program and made over 600 increase in his sales when he finished the program, actually after he was mentored by Clayton. So this is our mentors. All of them are huge sellers on AutoDS, and I'm checking all of them personally before they becoming the mentors on AutoDS. You haven't answered my questions. Sorry if we missed something. We have really a lot of questions here, so just repeat the question and I promise you that we will answer.
I'm trying to find her question. I don't see it though.
Okay. So yeah, we have here tons of questions, just it's always scrolling down because of this. So if we missed any question, just write down again on the Q&A section and we will answer. What's the shipping policy for Home Depot when listing? So you can, what I put is 1 to 5 shipping days for the shipping policy. You should exclude all of the problematic things, all of the problematic locations of the United States, like Puerto Rico, for example. We do it for you automatically for the non-API solution. For the API solution, you just need to create the right policy for this. And about the handling time, it depends actually on your availability. I recommend you to put between 3 to 4 days. How many percentage of my products do you recommend me to list from Home Depot? It depends on you. It can be 100% of your store, or it can be 20. If it's 20, so I recommend you to go with the expensive products. If it's 100, so split it.
Yeah, I mean, if it's working for you, then just keep listing more. You know, that's what I always do, right?
Do you teach how to use AutoDS? I don't know if the question is to me or to Paul. I'm teaching for sure. The mentor is also teaching, and Paul is also teaching on his course.
Yeah.
We started a trial to see if we like AutoDS, do this webinar deals apply to us as well. It depends if the offer not finished. Actually, when the offer will be finished, so it will be too late. We have 2 last minutes for the offer, and I don't know how many available spots, so we should just try, and if it will give it to buy, so there are still free spots. If not, so not.
How to avoid cancellations in Home Depot. They don't really, the only time they cancel your orders is if there was a problem with the payment. So you'll get an email about that right away. So you'll be able to fix it right away. They don't have that many problems with items being back ordered or out of stock, which is one of the things I love about them. It certainly happens sometimes, but it's pretty rare. Most of the time, if you buy it, that means it was in stock and it will ship out.
For those of you who took the offer and already started to try the AutoDS Finder, first of all, congratulations, you're really taking an action fast, which is amazing. The AutoDS Finder is working for the API version. For the non-API, it will be available really soon. What if my listing limit is low on eBay? You don't seem to answer. What will I do with the 10K listings? Okay, so first of all, I think that the most important thing of the offer is actually this line, the second webinar. But if you, when you will get the mentor will link you with people who will help you to increase your limits easily. So don't worry about this. And as I said, all of the other things will also help you a lot. Plus, the Home Depot Finder credits are lifetime. And if you will still not be able to reach it, just contact me and I promise to help you. Okay, and last 30 seconds for the live Q&A and for our offer actually. So for those of you who still didn't take, this is the link. Let me send it on the chat. It will be closed really right now. How can you contact me? Just send to our support and just to talk with me. But this is only if you didn't reach the 10,000 because of limits and problems like this. Paul, thank you very much for being with us today. You gave amazing content for people and amazing answers for people. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Anytime.
Cool. So we will close the webinar right now. All of you who joined the mentorship program, you will get automatically links and emails to your email which you registered to AutoDS, and you will get a pop-up inside AutoDS with all of the deals and all of the promised things. Paul, thank you very much for being with us today. Again, have a great day, everyone. Thank you for coming today. Bye-bye.